Hey, what's going on, guys? FullFrontage here, and welcome back to another Sunday Stats episode. And today we're going to be talking about the Elixir Golem. It did receive a 10% HP nerf in the last round of balance changes, but was it enough to take it out of the meta? We're going to have 3 replays coming up. We're going to be seeing Elixir Golem in a Golem style deck, so it has E-Golem, Baby Dragon, Night Witch, Lightning, those kind of cards like you would see in a regular Golem deck. And then we're also going to see Elixir Golem Graveyard and Elixir Golem Sparky, which is one of the decks that absolutely dominated the meta when Elixir Golem came out. So nonetheless, let's jump into the first game, and it's going to be SK Morton versus Cabron, and this is going to be the Elixir Golem kind of golem style deck, and it's going to be going up against 2.9. So you can win 2.9 against a regular golem deck, but how does it fare against Elixir Golem? Because the difference between the Elixir Golem and the regular golem is going to be the fact that it's 3 elixir to play. Even though it is 7 elixir, you can net 7 elixir as you go against it, but in this situation I do believe Elixir Golem has the matchup, and where Expo 2.9 is really dominant in the meta, more so on ladder than in tournament standard. It's done fairly well in grand challenges. A lot of people have won grand challenges with 2.9. These are all 12 win matches, by the way. So Cabron is going up to the 12th win using 2.9. So 2.9 is fairly good. He was able to get 11 wins with it. We don't know his loss record in this specific grand challenge, but the fact that he was able to get up to that 12th match with 2.9 is fairly impressive. He could also have had 10, or this 12th win was for Cabron and Morton could have had it. But we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown in this matchup, so you can see very defensively. We can assume Morton knows that Cabron is going to have this 2.9 style deck, so he's just constantly cycling units, making sure not to give him an opening. He's saving the Elixir Golem and the Lightning, so Morton is going to basically be cycling through with only 2 card slots in his hand. He cycles with the Ice Golem in the back. He's going to go with Baby Dragon, and he can't really use anything with the NATO yet, so he's just kind of cycling that 1 card on the right hand side, because his other hand is very defensive. So going into double elixir, Morton is going to start to build up an Elixir Golem push. We see the Elixir Golem coming down for the first time on that left hand side, and he can just throw it at the bridge like that, because again, it only does cost 3 elixir. Tornado is going to kind of pull everything together there for Morton. The Elixir Golem is going to break. Baby Dragon's going to be coming in, getting some damage onto the skeletons, and this is where it can start to get deadly, especially in this style deck. So Cabron's going to have to go in with an Expo here, at least defensively. He's going to go offensive, and the Elixir Golem is going to come in right at the bridge. Night Witch going to be coming down as well. E-Golem's going to get taken down, split into the 2 Golemites. Log going to come through. Fireball going to be coming in, but look at the blobs. They're going to be getting a ton of damage on the right-hand side. So Elixir Golem, Night Witch, taking down that Expo. Tesla spent a Fireball in there as well. So Morton holding his own right now. We're going to see the Elixir Golem most likely coming down on this left hand side with the Ice Wizard, but he ends up going with the Night Witch in the back, so he's going to go with that Elixir Golem. Fireball's going to knock that Night Witch back, and this is where it's going to start to pick up quite a bit. Morton's going to try to cycle on this right hand side. Expo's going to be coming down on the left. Ice Wiz to support. Expo does lock onto the tower, but Morton does have the Lightning. Keep that in mind. We might see it come into effect here if Cabron throws anything else to help defend against that, but that Expo is just chipping away. But look at the onslaught of troops on the left-hand side. Baby Dragon's going to be coming down. Double Ice Wizard on the right-hand side. Elixir Blobs are getting a ton of damage onto the tower. 2 Golemites are going to be able to connect, and another Elixir Golem coming down. It's just constant double lane pressure here from Morton, and that's exactly what you can do in these decks. The Elixir Golem costs 3 elixir. Once it gets to overtime, it's near impossible to stop. Night Witch is going to come through. It's going to connect on the left-hand side, and that E-Golem and Baby Dragon on the right is going to come through and get some damage in. So let's kind of rewind there just for a second. So heading into overtime, this is where things start to pick up, right? So the Expo is going to come down on the left-hand side, and Morton just continues to build up on that right-hand side. He goes with the Night Witch on the left, and then he goes with another Elixir Golem. So he has Elixir Golem, Baby Dragon, and Ice Wiz on that right-hand side, and then he goes Elixir Golem, Night Witch on the left-hand side, shut down that Expo, and now here's just a constant onslaught. Morton knows he doesn't even have to Lightning at this point. He can just continuously build up pressure. Another Night Witch goes down on the left-hand side with the 2 Elixir Golemites, and then an Elixir Golem goes down on the right-hand side to support the 2 Ice Wizards and that Baby Dragon. So the onslaught just continues from Morton, and that's exactly what you can do with Elixir Golem in that situation. So like, you guys think Golem is tricky to stop? Well, this Elixir Golem deck is way harder to stop. So with that first game, is Elixir Golem out of the meta? It doesn't quite look like it, but let's jump right into game number 2, and this is going to be Spades versus Tommy. So Spades, a Clash Contender Series player for Tribe Academy, and Tommy, the Tribe Gaming CRL Pro. So it's going to be Graveyard Elixir Golem going up against a Prince Logbait deck. So we'll see what's going to end up happening here. Skeletons and Barbarrel coming down. One Goblin is able to get a stab in there. So Spades rocking the Elixir Golem Graveyard deck, and Tommy is going to be rocking Prince Logbait. Poison goes down for the Princess on the left-hand side. Typically, when you have Graveyard, you just kind of want to poison out that Princess on the opposite lane, because it can cause quite a nuisance when it's shooting over and getting the splash damage on that right-hand side. So again, Elixir Golem just going to be coming down here. Skeletons to absorb that Prince charge. And Elixir Golem is going to be good to tank for this. Barbarrel going to be coming down, not able to take down the Dark Goblin, but here comes a Graveyard push again. That Princess is going to be quite a nuisance, but look at the Graveyard. It's going to be piling up on this right-hand side with the Elixir Golem Knight, which is going to be able to connect. Tommy has nothing, and that tower is going to fall, so an immediate push takes down the right-hand tower. Elixir Golem Graveyard, very, very difficult to stop in that situation. Tommy's big spell is going to be the Rocket, can't be used on offense. With Poison, might be a little bit more doable. But with this current matchup, it's not looking that good. Stab Goblins are going to get a couple damage on that right-hand side. So Spades, again, holding his own in this situation. Able to get a really solid first push on that right-hand side. And I mean, we saw it in the first game with Morton. When you're just able to snowball troops behind an Elixir Golem, it makes it really hard to stop, especially where that huge tank is worth 3 elixir. It does give your opponent 4, but one push can completely change the game, and it doesn't matter what kind of elixir lead you end up giving your opponent in that situation, unless they have a really big counter push deck. But most times it's really difficult to capitalize because you're spending so much elixir to defend against the Elixir Golem that it ends up being a even trade anyway. So we see right here, Poison going to be coming down to defend against a gang, and Prince on that left-hand side. Prince does get quite a bit of damage. Princess getting the splash shot onto the bats. Dark Goblin going to be coming through. It does connect to the tower for 3 shots. Here comes a barrel on that right-hand side. Barbarrel misses one of the goblins. 2 stabs go in, and Rocket is going to be able to take it out. Rocket does 432. So this is going to be a 2-tower situation. We can see the Rascals going down on that left-hand side. And we might just see the Rocket go in here. Princess coming down, Elixir Golem coming in as well. Dark Goblin's going to come down in the back. Rocket has to go in. Log might be coming down here. Gang going to be coming down first to distract that Night Witch. There's the Log. It's going to be able to chip onto the blobs. And in a 2-tower situation, it doesn't look that good for Graveyard. Barrel's going to go down on the right-hand side, taken down by the Barbarrel. Dark Goblin's going to get a ton of damage onto that King Tower. Princess going down in the back yet again. We'll see if Spades is going to go in with another Graveyard push. It looks like he holds off just for the moment. Elixir Golem's going to be coming down. It's going to tank that Prince charge. Rocket flies across the arena. It's going to be able to clip onto the Night Witch, but not onto the Elixir Golem. Princess sniping away at those bats. Elixir Golem coming in as well. On that right-hand side, another Elixir Golem coming in, and this is looking like it is going to be a very deadly onslaught. Elixir Golem's going to be going for that left-hand tower. Snowball coming down to defend against the gang. This is going to be very close. The Golemites are going to be onto the tower, and Spades ends up taking it in a very close manner. Let's go to that first initial push. So this push right here, right? So he gets the Prince down. Dark Goblin's going to come down. He just gets the Elixir Golem in front, and then Skeletons come in, and then Spades just lets this go, right? He knows he can do a pretty decent job with the Golemites, and he goes Bar Barrel, Graveyard. Tommy comes down with the Princess. That is 3 of his 4 elixirs spent, and there's really not much. There's literally nothing else Tommy can do in that situation. So in that play, Spades knew that he could just throw 8 elixir, Night Witch, Elixir Golem, and Skeletons, defend Tommy's 8 elixir push, and knowing that Tommy doesn't have Rascals in cycle, a very heads up play right there. And then we see that push toward the end of the game that really did the trick. We saw the Elixir Golem come down on the right hand side to defend against that, and then Spades just cycles back to another Elixir Golem. So he goes Graveyard, Elixir Golem in the middle. He has an Elixir Golem going for the King Tower. He has an Elixir Golem going for the Crown Tower, and at this point Tommy knows he just has to kind of go all in and try to take this right hand tower down before Spades does, but it doesn't end up working out. Spades does come out on top. So the amount of pressure you can get split lane with Elixir Golem is absolutely crazy, especially in quicker cycle decks, because it's going to come down to the situation where the more pressure you can apply with that Elixir Golem, the better it's going to be. And so if your opponent has an Elixir Golem and you're not able to stop them before a double elixir, then it's going to be tough. But so the last game we're going to be showing is Elixir Golem Sparky. A little bit of a different variation than the one that dominated the last meta, but we see Ultimate Hunter, part of Team Liquid Academy in the Clash Contender Series, and Kyle, part of Tribe Academy in the Clash Contender Series. So 2 semi-pro players going at it, Team Liquid Academy versus Tribe Academy, and Ultimate Hunter is going to be rocking this Elixir Golem Sparky deck. And we see Expo 2.9 yet again. Expo 2.9, fairly successful. It has about a 52% win rate in Grand Challenges on the 12th win. So not too bad. Not too bad of a deck, if you ask me. And that's only on the 12th win. So that means player Expo 2.9 in the right hands is still pretty good. 52%, not a bad win rate at all. So I think Expo 2.9 is still pretty viable. And we saw it in the first game with Morton going with that Elixir Golem deck. Elixir Golem is still a very good matchup versus Expo. So we'll see right here an Elixir Golem Night Witch push right at the bridge, and we'll see what Ultimate Hunter is going to be able to do with this push. So it splits into Golemites. Poison's going to be coming down. Bats are going to be quite a bit of a nuisance. The blobs are going to connect to that tower, and look at how much damage that it gets on the right hand side. We see an Expo coming down here. Goblin's coming down to tank just a little bit. Sparky's going to go down for that Expo. Ice Spirit going to reset it. Skeleton's going to be coming out. That's going to be a ton of damage on that left-hand side tower from Kyle. And we're going to be heading into double elixir. And again, this is really where Elixir Golem takes off. Look at the damage on the right-hand side tower, 1374. And it just from an Elixir Golem Night Witch push, Sparky's able to connect to the Tesla in the middle. Archer's going to be coming down. Ice Spirit going to be going in as well. Tornado pulling everything together, making sure those archers do get taken down. Fireball's going to come in, but now it's just the Golemites onto the tower. Log comes down. Tesla comes down to defend, but now it's the blobs going to be going in. And it's going to cost Ultimate Hunter a couple spells if he wants to take that right-hand side tower. But Kyle can cycle through spells a little bit quicker. And again, here comes just another Elixir Golem Night Witch push on the right-hand side. Tesla coming down into the middle, trying to buy a little bit more time. One bat is going to be able to connect to the tower. Ultimate Hunter just needs one connection from the blobs, and that is going to do it. And even with the elixir gain, Fireball is going to come down, and it's not going to be enough for Kyle to cycle through. So, to answer the question, is Elixir Golem still good enough? The answer, as you guys saw in these replays, is yes. It is definitely still good enough to be in the meta. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any suggestions about what deck or what kind of archetype you guys want to see in the next Sunday Stats episode, let me know down in the comment section below, and let me know how you guys are enjoying the series. And big thank you to Stats Royale for providing the replays of this series. If you guys want to, make sure you type in Stats Royale on YouTube and subscribe to their channel if you guys want to see some top 212 win Grand Challenge replays and find some decks there. And also make sure you head over to statsroyale.com and check it out. They have some great deck guides. They have a place you can find decks. You can filter to decks and everything like that to find the decks that suit you best. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, enjoy the video, like and subscribe for more content on FullFrontage's channel and on Stats Royale's channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, let me know what decks you guys want to see for the next Sunday stats, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.